Hey guys, what's up? Welcome everyone back to my channel. Today, as you see by the title and thumbnail, I'm going to be showing you guys how to SOUNDWHORE within Black Ops 3 a lot easier, because as you know in this game, SOUNDWHORing is actually quite good if you run the normal default audio preset and you just basically keep it all default. It's actually quite nice, especially when you use a headset. And you may be asking yourself, why do you need a SOUNDWHORE in this game? Well, SOUNDWHORing's been like here in Call of Duty since back in the COD 4 days, and SOUNDWHORing allows you to hear the enemy's footsteps before you can actually see them, so you know where they're coming from. So let's say I'm running, I hear a guy behind me or to the left of me, I can hear his footsteps before I see him, I can pre-fire or I can aim down that side and I can kill him easier. And basically it just helps you get on those streaks, and especially free-for-all, it will definitely help you get into first place. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys some audio presets, some perks and stuff to help you guys pretty much be able to SOUNDWHORE easier. So if you're going to enjoy, be sure to smash that like button down below, it would be greatly appreciated. So starting off, what equipment do you need to actually SOUNDWHORE? Well, there's no equipment needed necessarily, although it is not that good to SOUNDWHORE through speakers, because you won't be able to hear the footsteps that easy or clearly. You can use earphones, which is quite decent, but to be honest, the bass on most earphones isn't the best. That's why I recommend a headset. Personally, I use Astros because they're just Dolby 7.1 surround sound. You can just hear anyone anywhere, but pretty much any Turtle Beach headset or any headset or earphone will do the job. So starting off to SOUNDWHORE better, what you guys want to do is actually go into your audio settings within Black Ops 3, and when you change a few of these settings, you'll be able to hear the footsteps even easier against your enemies. So what you first want to do is you want to put the master volume at 10. You can obviously adjust this through your PS4 or your mix amp or your headset later down on track, but personally I like it at master volume 10 because you'll be able to hear everything. What you then want to do is change your audio preset to Super Crunch. The reason why we're changing it to Super Crunch is that it provides a lot of bass, a bit more clarity, and because there's a ton of bass, we're going to be able to hear the thud and the foot stomps of the enemies running, and we can literally just hear them across the map. It's absolutely insane, so be sure to put Super Crunch as your audio preset. The next thing what we want to do is go into the advanced section within the audio section, and from here we can change up a few stuff. So the first thing, voice volume. Voice volume isn't anything too necessarily that we have to change, just because it's basically the announcer telling you the UAV's up, hater detected, all that type of stuff. Just leave it at 10, nothing will happen. Music volume, you want to turn this down because when you play there's going to be some music in the background. Turn this down to 2 or off. Personally I leave it on 2 because the music is very annoying, especially when you are trying to SOUNDWHORE enemies and it does get in the way. Also keep in mind that when you're in a pre-game lobby the music will be gone. The next thing what you want to do is put the SFX volume to 10. This is basically the sound effects volume, and this is where you'll be able to hear the footsteps, the walking, the running of your enemy, as well as the shooting. You want to blast this up all the way to 10, therefore you're maximizing as many like sound objects coming from the enemies, especially if walking and running. It really does help out. And the next thing you want to do is put the cinematic volume at 2, just because it's pretty much the same thing as your music volume, pretty much unnecessary, and it will get in your way when you're trying to SOUNDWHORE your enemies. Since we got those audio options down on pat, you'll be able to hear your enemies even easier now if you guys go into a game, but that's not it. If you want to actually enhance it even further and you want to SOUNDWHORE people like across the map about 10-15 meters away, these are the perks you're going to want. So the first perk is dead silence. Now the reason why you want dead silence is because your footsteps is going to be silent, and because your footsteps is going to be silent, your footsteps will not get in the way of you SOUNDWHORing. And I've got to say there's a ton of times back in old Call of Duties where your footsteps are loud as hell. So put dead silent, your footstep is minimized, therefore you can hear your enemy's footsteps easier. What is also amazing paired with this is awareness. Awareness allows you to hear the footsteps even easier. This basically means the sound effects of the footsteps of the walking, the running of the enemies is even further enhanced, so be sure to put that on. With them two combined, your footsteps are gone, so it's pretty much dead silent, and your enemy's footsteps are enhanced, plus our audio settings, you're going to be able to hear anyone across the map. And for our first perk, I recommend having Sixth Sense, because if you can hear someone close by, Sixth Sense will obviously pinpoint the person down easier. And for the last bit of advice, what I've got to tell you guys is to use the Reaper Specialist. Now you may be wondering to yourself, why the hell do I need to use this? Good question. You need to use this because this game is absolutely weird basically when it comes down to specialists. The Reaper makes absolutely no sound whatsoever with his footsteps. So you're going to be running with Dead Silence and the Reaper. You're pretty much running with no footsteps on yourself, and you'll be able to hear anyone even easier. But if you go ahead and use these settings, let me know in the comment section down below how it worked for you. If you have enjoyed, drop it a thumbs up. Let me know if you can sound whore better in the game, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys later. Globe out.